everyone, I'm Elephants Are Tasty, and back again to react to some RWBY Volume 4. This time it's episode 8, a much needed talk, and based on what happened in the last episode, I feel like Crow's gonna be talking to the little kitty's team ranger for a while. I don't really know anything else. Thankfully I haven't seen any spoilers. Yeah, so that's about it. I don't have a lot to say right now, so we're just going to get into the episode. Yes. Fire? Okay. So we're starting off with Team Ranger. Crow is gonna be okay. If he's not okay, we riot.
No questions?
Of course we have questions.
Exactly.
This is just a lot to take in.
Also, they're skipping where he tells them everything. That's kind of disappointing.
Of course.
I wanted to see like the look on their faces when they learn all this shit.
Maidens.
Mm-hmm.
They're powerful fighters that don't need dust to use magic.
Yeah.
We've been through all this
There are
before.
4 of them?
Yep.
It would have been more interesting to just see when he first tells them things.
The power transfers to someone, a female, that they care about.
Whoever was in their thoughts last. Important distinction.
This is kind of
Best
underwhelming,
option
honestly.
is
Like,
someone we can
I
trust.
wanted to see their first
Regardless,
reaction.
Their souls become combined in a way.
Like, we already know all
What
this.
were you trying to do to Pyrrha?
Yeah.
The night the tower fell.
Yeah.
You were trying to turn her into one of them.
Yeah.
The previous Fall Maiden, Amber, had been attacked. She was young, inexperienced. And her assailant, who we now know as Cinder, somehow managed to steal some of her power.
Poor Jean. He's
They
been
were
through
afraid
way
that
too
if they didn't
much.
do something, the rest would go to her as well.
So you forced it on Pyrrha.
We didn't
Oh,
force
snap.
anything. We explained the situation and gave her a choice, and she chose.
Crow's legs are really long.
You heard her.
Yeah, this is so awful. I feel so bad for him. Oh, poor Sun. Sun as in like a son, not Sun Wukong.
That guy, Tyrion. Why was he after me?
An eye for an eye.
You definitely painted a target on your back with what you did at Beacon. I told you having silver eyes is a rare trait. And the fact that you're someone that was able to use them seems to have upset some very powerful people.
Salem.
Not many people know about the silver eyes. Those that do aren't very happy that one has surfaced. That's why I've been keeping an eye on you. Wanted to make sure you were safe.
Lovely Uncle Crow.
All of you.
Poor Jean.
Well, then, why not just travel with us? It seems like that
Yeah.
would have been way easier.
He was using you as bait.
Look, I wouldn't put it like that. It's complicated.
Jean. Poor
What
Jean.
is all of this? Ruby's being hunted. The schools are being attacked. All for what? What is the point of all of this? Will you just tell us what's going on?
They want to rule the world, obviously.
Would you sit down? You're stressing me out, kid.
Crow and Jean are just like opposite personalities. Real quick, I want to say, I bet this episode is information heavy, so I don't know if there's going to be a lot to like genuinely react to. So,
Not many
sorry in
people are
advance.
super religious these days.
Religion?
This world's been around for a long time. Long enough that people have created dozens of gods. But if you believe Ozpin, 2 of them are actually real.
Oh,
They were
snap.
brothers. The older sibling,
We got some
God of
mythology
Light,
here.
found joy in creating forces of life.
God of
Meanwhile, the
Light,
younger brother,
God of Dark.
Darkness,
Mm-hmm.
spent his time creating forces of destruction. As you can imagine, they both had pretty different ideas about how things should go. The older one
Light
would
versus
spend
dark.
his days creating water, plants, wildlife.
Creates
The
fire
youngest
that burns
brother
it.
would wake to see all the things that the elder had made and become disgusted.
You burn it.
Counteract his brother's creations, the god of darkness brought drought, fire, famine.
This is kind
All they
of
could do to rid remnant of life.
predictable. I like the effect though.
Life
It's like
always
really
returns.
pretty animation.
So one night, the younger brother went and made something. Something that shared his innate desire to destroy anything and everything.
Grim.
The creatures of Grimm.
You guessed it.
So how do they still exist?
The older brother had finally had enough. Knowing that their feud couldn't last like this forever, he proposed that they make one final creation. Together.
Humans?
Something they could both be proud of. Their masterpiece.
Humans?
Younger brother agreed.
Humans?
This last great creation would be given the power to both create
Humans?
and destroy.
Yeah, humans.
It would be given the gift of knowledge so that it could learn about itself and the world around it. And most importantly, it would be given the power to choose. To have free
Yeah.
will to take everything it had learned and decide which path to follow.
But do people actually have free will?
Or the path of darkness.
Does free will actually exist?
And that is how humanity came to be.
But
Interesting.
what does that have to do with us?
Yeah.
Well, that's the kicker. See, the four gifts to mankind, knowledge, creation, destruction, and choice, aren't just metaphorical. Each of them exists in a physical form.
This part is
left behind
interesting.
by the gods before they abandoned Remnant, and each of them is extraordinarily powerful. If someone
Is it
were to
aura?
collect all four, they'd be able to change the world. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. The
So,
Huntsman Academies were created to train generations of humanity's protectors, but they also serve another purpose: guarding the relics. Osborne's
there we go.
predecessor founded the schools.
The
and
relic.
built them around the relics to act as a fortress. Not only would they be easier to defend, but they would be constantly surrounded by trained warriors.
That makes a lot of
The hope
sense.
was that hiding the relics would keep mankind from using them against itself. And of course, keeping them out of her reach.
Salem. I want to see a relic.
So, yeah, there's that.
It's so information heavy, like I have to process.
Salem?
That's right.
The Mega
Not
Bitch
much is
Lord.
known about her, and quite frankly, that's not what matters. What matters right now is that she wants the relics. And if she
And
gets
she's
them,
going after Ruby.
it's not going to end well.
So she wants the relics and the maiden power. And she wants Ruby for some reason. So, Blake.
No. You can always go in and say hi.
I don't want to bother him.
A father's never too busy for his daughter.
Oh,
Not all of my friends would agree with you on that.
Weiss.
Here.
Blake's
What?
family is so cute.
Where are you going?
You've never been very talkative, but that boy you brought home loves to run his mouth. I wanna
Yeah,
hear more about
maybe
the
a little bit.
adventures of Team Ruby.
Holly, is that you, dear?
Blake, what's wrong? She doesn't want to talk about it, I guess?
Hey, Dad.
Blake. Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
He has a nice office.
Come sit.
It's quite different from Papa Schnee's office, if I do say so myself.
Don't worry, I've got it. Sit down. Sit down.
I don't want to keep you if you're...
Nonsense. I've been cooped up in here all day.
He's so adorable. He's like a big, cuddly
You still
puma.
take sugar, right?
Oh, actually,
Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine.
Oh, here, take this one.
No, really, it's no big deal.
It's so cute.
You sure?
Positive.
Cute.
Old habits, I suppose. Might want to let it cool.
Right.
They're like, Blake is just so like
So,
awkward and normal when she's
is
just
it,
not around her friends.
Warm in Vale?
How's the weather?
Seems like your outfit doesn't cover very much.
Typical dad.
I mean, a little more armor might help, don't you think?
It would have helped
I'm
Pyrrha.
fine. I don't need armor. I can look after myself.
Typical dad conversation.
I know you can. I'm sorry.
Why? Why would you say that?
Sweetheart, what's wrong? What did I say?
How can you still love me after what I did?
Oh, because they're your parents, Blake, and they love you very much.
Your mother and I will always love you.
You were right. I
Aw.
shouted at you and yelled at you, but you were right. I called you cowards.
It's okay.
I should have left the White Fang with you and Mom. I should have listened to you, and I'm sorry.
I feel so bad.
So sorry.
Blake, it's fine. We never held anything against you, and I never feared you would fail.
She has such good parents.
The only thing I ever feared was that you would fall down the wrong path. And I am so proud to see you haven't.
But I did.
No, you didn't.
It was...
And you pulled yourself out. You came back. There aren't many who possess that kind of strength, and even fewer that have the courage to face
So
their
sad.
demons again. Vale, Mountain Glen, Beacon. You confronted the White Fang time after time.
Blake is like an
I
amazing
didn't do it
person.
alone.
You don't have to do it alone,
No,
Blake.
you
You don't have to do anything alone. You had a team,
Which
and they
is
love
why
you,
I wanted to ask you,
and they miss you.
why did you leave Vale? Why did you leave your friends behind?
Yeah, because Adam was coming after them. Oh my god, that scared me. Holy shit, I really thought Adam would break in at that
Whoa,
moment.
This isn't the bathroom. I'll just be going. Sorry to interrupt this tender family moment.
I really don't like you.
Nope. That scared me though. I thought it was Adam, and I was like,
All right.
no.
So let's say we believe all of this.
Poor
There really is
Jean.
this crazy evil being behind these attacks, not just some thugs trying to become powerful.
He called her a
Why
being,
doesn't
not a
Will know?
person.
Why isn't Atlas going after them, or Mistral?
And why aren't we in more of a hurry to get to Haven? Shouldn't we be getting them a message? What if they're next?
The headmaster
Haven
over
is
there
next.
saw what happened at Beacon. He's not dumb. He'll be on his guard.
That's not
It
enough.
takes time to mobilize forces like that. Do you really think they planned out that attack on Beacon overnight? And to answer your question, it's the same reason we keep quiet about the maidens. If the whole world knew about the relics, about Salem,
People would go after them.
chaos,
Yep.
we'd have another great war on our hands, and this time, you'd have to fight. Look,
I feel so
I
bad
had
for
the same
everyone
questions.
in this show.
But Ozpin always put his foot down. We can't cause a panic. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Salem's smart. She works from the shadows, using others to get what she wants, so that when it comes time to place the blame, we can only point at each other.
They want to divide
She's trying
people
to
and
divide
tear
us.
friend. Yep.
Humanity.
Yep. Trying to
So
divide
far,
everyone.
She's done a pretty damn good job.
Yep. I love Drunkle Crow. He's a great dude. Whoa. It's sideways. What was that for?
All right. So what should we do?
Use your silver eyes, maybe?
I don't really know. Ozpin has put a lot of trust in the headmasters. Like I said, the schools are an important part of stopping Salem.
Well, I think
Atlas is going to be on high alert after the last attack, and Vacuo is, well,
Vacuo. I don't know why
It'll
this
be hard to
episode.
hire thieves and scoundrels to fight against other thieves and scoundrels. Take that. Add in the fact that Cinder and her crew claim to be from Haven, and I think it's likely the next target.
Yeah.
So,
Haven will be
we're on
next.
our way to the headmaster. Haven't heard from him in a while, even before the attack. I'm hoping he has the answer.
What does he look like? What's his name? Also, they can't really do anything until Oscar/Ozpin shows up.
Alright, I think it's time you kids got some sleep.
Uncle Crow,
Yeah?
this is a lot to take in,
Mm-hmm.
and it all sounds crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm willing to do whatever I can to help.
Silver eyes.
because
number
I
one.
trust you.
Oh.
But why couldn't you trust me? Why couldn't you just travel with us instead of all of this secrecy and
Look, this has nothing to do with trust. It's a long story, okay?
Everything's a long story.
now you're tired of telling us stories?
Exactly. Nora tells it like it is.
But you know that crows are a sign of bad luck. Old superstition. But it's how I got my name.
Aww.
You see, some people can absorb electricity, and some people can burst into rose petals. And some people are just born unlucky. My semblance isn't like most. It's not exactly something I do. It's always there, whether I like it or not.
He just brings
I bring misfortune.
a fortune?
I guess you could call me a bad luck charm.
Oh, you're
There's
not.
a real
Everyone
enemy
loves you,
in
Crow.
fighting an enemy. But it makes it a little hard on friends and family.
Oh. So was Raven supposed to be like the lucky
Well,
one?
you are just a real bundle of help, aren't you?
Poor Jean. He's so sour about everything, and like I understand why. And I sympathize with him. I would be sour too.
Where are you going?
Taking a walk.
That's not very
There's
safe.
something else you want to tell us?
Is that Raven?
Not tonight.
Is Raven following him to just try to get information? So that's not a very structurally sound campfire you got there. Also, why are you letting your uncle just walk off injured? Oh, snap.
No respect for personal space.
I'm sorry, okay? Ow! I'm sorry!
Blake is too mean to him, though.
Look,
Like,
I promise it
don't
was
slap him
important. I needed
twice.
to find you to talk to you.
What, son? What could
Is
be
Adam
so
there or
important?
something?
I was talking to your mom and she said something weird about the White Fang.
I'm stopping you right there.
But
I told you. I'm not here to fight the White Fang. I'm not here to fight anyone.
You probably want the
I'm here to
information, though.
rest, to figure things out and to see my family.
your mom said White Fang members don't wear masks in Menagerie. But I saw one at the market yesterday. I even got a picture.
Son,
It's Adam.
Look, I'm trying to help.
I don't want your help.
It's Adam. You want his help. Yeah. What? Who dis?
A freaking ninja?
A spy.
But why would...
It's a spy for Adam?
Hey, wait!
I really thought it was Adam. At least,
The White Fang is evil. I totally called it, and I'm bringing your daughter back.
thank you, son. Blake doesn't give son enough credit. And I guess it's a spy for Adam, because they're wearing the mask. I love Ren's sleeping
Probably
bag.
get moving.
So cute.
Yeah.
Did they all just like wake up at the same time like that? Someone should have given Crow their sleeping bag. Oh snap. We got some crap.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Crow gonna die. Oh, okay, that's it. So, Crow gonna die. They made a whole concept art about his wound. That's interesting. Oh, he looks so sad. I just love the detail they put into everything too. Interesting. I have some things to say about this episode. This episode got me going a little bit.